Well, now to the second semi-final and the clash of the two heavyweights of the competition, Essendon and Hawthorn. They played last year's grand final and the Hawks walloped the Bombers by a record margin. This year, the mean Hawks stretched their advantage by winning both home and away games to establish a superiority over their rivals. But the Bombers had finished the season on top and so went into this game with the benefit of a break last week. Well, no doubt it was one of the best games of the season, a magnificent contest in front of 76,514 people at the MCG. We pick it up 4 minutes after the start with commentators Tim Lane, Clark Hansen and Jeff Leake.
Lethal. His opponent Duckworth, the Essendon strongman, has been given the job of minding the ageing but still brilliant Hawthorn champion captain.
Normally it's Stephen Carey that gets that job, but he's out of the selected side. Pretty rugged on the half-forward line for Hawthorn. That's Brereton kicking the ball out. Now chance for Judge, coming through strongly is Matthews. Beautiful hand pass to Wallace. A goal coming up for Hawthorn. No, offline and through from behind. Well, that's 3 straight behinds to Hawthorn, and that could be costly in the semi-final.
Most important for both teams, particularly Essendon, to get the early break. Walsh. Oh, Wood was there. Taken by McCarthy. An easy one for him. Man in front. Man behind is Judge. Outpointed, outmarked. Thompson. And Judge already threatening as a forward player. And he's so dangerous around goal. Made the first score. Hit the post right from the boundary line. An enormous kick there, but Judge dead in front. Can't miss. And it's the Hawks with all the score on the board in the first 4 minutes of this semi-final. Oh, with a plum. First goal. Ken Judge is the man to kick it.
The big men, Byrne and Madden, at the 5-minute mark, all Hawthorn in the early stages, as it was at the start of last year's grand final. But now Folds puts Essendon into attack. 3 Dons there. Oh, New, a beauty. Down on form of late. But that was a very confident mark. Kicks to space in the centre. Neagle. Net hard. Keeps his mind on the job. Folds, pressured by Hawthorn. Judge, through half forward. Long flying shot. He's done it. A beauty. The Hawks look good. 2-3-15. Essendon yet to score.
Judge's second goal. Hawthorn leading by 15 points. Oh, it's pretty rugged there as Baker tried to come through, but he's got the free kick now out to Hurd. Hurd in trouble. Russo comes at him. Back to Baker. Tackled by Wallace. Chance for Curran. Couldn't do anything with it. Hurd goes through his leg and we'll get the free kick.
It's a nice professional free kick. A long kick to Danaher. Madden was at the back. Danaher struggling for it. The Hawks all pressure football in the opening minutes, which we would expect. Umpire Robertson calls for the ball to bounce. Essendon's half-forward line.
The Dons need a score. They need something to stop this early Hawthorn charge. Byrne, Robertson, Neagle. Got the kick well. Towards goal. Where will it bounce? Touched, I think. No! A great goal by Neagle. Just what the Bombers wanted desperately.
Hawthorn in front by 9 points. Madden gets another tap down. Lester Smith fists it to Russo. Russo a little slow, but he spins out of trouble well. Schwab, very quick kick. Pressure football at the moment. Thompson trying to get it. Lester Smith, it's like volleyball. Brereton a chance. Loveridge. Hawthorn looking dangerous. Oh, but the kick by Loveridge, a shocker. Out of bounds on the full.
The pressure football put on there by Loveridge. He could have performed better than that. And the long kick coming back from Essendon. Dippy had a minute go up and down. Wallace doing well in the middle. Ooh, crunch as Lester Smith copped one. Ball picked up. Goal. Dippy in a minute go. Strikes again. Strong play.
So goals exchanged between the opposing wingmen, Di Domenico and Neagle. And Hawthorn on top, and they look so good. Tuck. Brereton, almost. Judge scouting the pack. Is he dangerous? Folds trapped it. Got it to Ezard. Watson. Great tackle, Byrne. Blood spattered. But unbowed. In goes Wood. Byrne again. Donnell. From half-back. Into the attacking half towards his skipper, who's got 2 against him. Schwab at ground level. The tackle and Merritt. Tuck. And away go the Hawks again. Beautiful left foot pass to Judge. Oh, and that was crude, rude, and worthy of the 15-metre penalty. Perhaps worthy of even something stronger.
I think that Thompson's got the message to manhandle Judge because he's not a physical player. He hopes he can worry him out of it.
Judge, too far out to score, I think. It's a mighty kick. McCarthy's there. Was it touched? Yes, it was. The Hawks 3-4. They're bombarding the Jollymont end. Essendon 1 straight goal.
16 points the difference. Duckworth to the members' side. Wood, Russo. Over the back, Lester Smith. Chance for Green. Russo gets in his way. Hawthorn not talking. Some clever play then by Green to push the ball back to Russo, but the ball was already over the boundary line. A throw in right half forward flank for Hawthorn. McCarthy and ruck against Madden. Madden gets the tap down. Watson tries to get it further afield. Lester Smith to Tuck to Russo. Russo can shoot for goal, and he's put it through. Hawks can do no wrong.
See that they're getting the ball out of the centre, which they do so often.
The margin stayed about the same until midway through the second quarter. The Hawks by 19 points.
And this time straight into the lap of Madden, who is having a run on the ball now. Merritt's back at full forward. Weston, long flying shot. It's a beauty. The defender. Up the ground, kicks Essendon's 5th goal and pulls the margin back to 13 points.
18.5 minutes gone, second term. Hawthorn by 13 points. Tuck. Folds. Clark. Neagle. They're looking good, the Bombers. Neagle over the top to Hurd. Watson trying to do too much. Breaks the tackle from O'Halloran. He's got too much pace. Has a shot for goal. It's hit the post. It deserved more than that.
It was never going to miss that post, though. It was always aimed straight at it.
I'll have 100 to 1 on that. And Lester Smith for Hawthorn. And Neagle. Oh! Screamer! Oh! An enormous battle. One of the best ever on the MCG between Neagle for Essendon and Di Domenico. Now he'll just go back and he'll give this everything he has. And no, he won't. It's a lead there from Merritt. Good thinking, Neagle. That took a bit out of him. Bit puffed. Could have had the long shot. Would have been doubtful to make the distance. Merritt, the man who just sauntered in there about 30 metres out. The Bombers have come from nowhere in the last few minutes. They're still trailing by 2 goals. And Merritt's not bad at kicking goals either. Very improved play in the last 2 seasons. Well, he's really pulled that shot. It made a behind.
And the Bombers can't close that gap. It's always been a couple of goals or more since Hawthorn got a flying start. Ayres kicks well and finds Lester Smith, who kicked very untidily a moment ago and conceded a goal. 15 metres. A professional one, as we are inclined to call them these days. He goes towards Mew in the centre. Green, very quiet player. To half forward, Brereton. Walsh has played him very close and well. Folds doing well for Essendon. Ball up. Hawthorn's half forward flank. 21 minutes gone in the second quarter, and the Hawks in front by 11 points.
Essendon trying to get to the lead, but just can't do it. That was Madden getting the tap down. Folds, ricochets, Di Domenico down to the goal. Neagle can't pick it up, under pressure from Di Domenico. Oh, Ezard, like lightning. High towards the centre. Danaher will mark. Kicks wide. Essendon desperate to try and open up play. That's Donnell under the ball, and Donnell will mark. The lead ball from Merritt. Now he's chipping it in short, and the mark to Baker. And the Bombers look good. Well, this is almost the same as the first quarter, when Hawthorn looked good in the first part of the first quarter. Then the Essendon came back to dominate the second part of that quarter, and much the same's happening now as Baker has a shot for goal. It looks pretty good. It's through. It's a goal to Baker, and the difference now only 5 points, and that is Baker's first goal.
From only his third kick, so a non-performer so far.
Top game here in the second semi-final of the MCG. Already we have an infringement in the centre. Someone over the line. Hawthorn's Byrne takes it right in the centre. Hooks it towards Matthews. He breaks away from Duckworth, but he's not going for it. Duckworth had a hand to it. Walsh, the lean, rangy type, hands it, gets it back, puts it to the half-forward line. Watson had it, lost it, then steals it from Duckworth and shoots it out towards... is it Ezard again and Van der Haar? And there's a team of them on there. Williams to Van der Haar. He's scored. Van is great. Loses it. Great play. Robertson for Hawthorn. Pushes it over the line. Tremendous piece of football on both sides there. Great defensive play by Hawthorn. But it looks as though there's a free kick coming up for a trip. A trip to Van der Haar. Is that right?
Who takes the free kick? Umpire Russo awarding it against Lester Smith, and he's not happy. I agree with him. I thought he got him above the knee.
So did I. And anyway, Van der Haar takes the free kick. A great passage of play. That's in seconds. 10 players handle it. Good pressure football, final stuff. And Van der Haar bowls.
Puts the Dons in front.
That's the one. So they've come from 14 points behind at the start of the term to lead by 1. 23 minutes through the second term.
24 minutes gone in the second quarter. And those Essendon supporters are really getting excited now as Wallace kicks high. Hawker marks it well, and the Bombers starting to play with a bit of inspiration. He played on, but somehow it's coming back to him. I'm not quite sure for why. Hawker just backward of the centre line, kicks to half forward, where Danaher is under it. Oh, that must be a Hawthorn free, not paid. Wallace down, was held high, but still no free kick. And umpire Robinson will bounce on Essendon's half-forward line. Approaching the time-on period, the Dons are a point in front.
Great comeback by the Dons. Madden got the tap down. Ezard tries to run on, and held to him by Lester Smith. And umpire Robinson said, my ball again, I'll bounce. Essendon forcing the ball up towards their goal area. They're leading by 1 point. Time on in this second term. Byrne and Madden. Madden gets the tap down. Baker using strength. Clever play. Out to Terry Danaher. He'll have a shot for goal, and he's put it for a magnificent goal. That's his first. And a handy one just before half-time, this final quarter.
Then a titanic and even struggle, the Bombers by 1 point at three-quarter time. They lead by 4 points, approaching time on in the last quarter. The match up for grabs.
Got back in front. Now it's the Bombers by 4 points. If the kick comes out to Merritt, Duckworth played a slashing game against Matthews. The kick comes down to Baker, who's kicked 3 goals from 5 kicks. Placement into the centre. The ball's a chance for Green. Put it into Eads' hands. Eads kick to Matthews in front of Duckworth. Duckworth's fist in the way. 3 Bombers there. Neagle slips over. Bad luck for him. Matthews goes on with it. Swerves. Lovely to Loveridge. Here's a goal. Brilliant. Matthews was the man of the match. In the man of the moment anyway, in the last few minutes.
24.5 minutes gone. Now, can the Bombers come back? Williams out of the centre. Gains a couple of metres. Thompson to half forward. Lester Smith on tired legs couldn't get there. 3 on 2, Essendon's favour. Watson. Now Lester Smith. And the Hawks steady for the moment. Judge way out in front of Hawker. The Hawks have got possession. We're almost in time on. Still time, though, for the Bombers to get up.
Judge gets the lead from Dippy Domenico, but he's going to be swamped by Essendon players. Duckworth, oh, the strength of this man is incredible out of defence. Judge Looked like a mark there, now going to Baker. McCarthy to Lester Smith. He's tired. Lester Smith to half forward. Langford, no, couldn't put in the mark. A chance now for Essendon to attack out of defence. Wallace in there for Hawthorn. Oh, nearly kicking in danger against Langford. But as we said before, they're not paying it. And look at those players. They are tired.
Jelly legs, Clark. They're all on jelly legs at this stage. The clock ticking away, 25 and a half minutes. The Hawks by 2 points. A ripping final turn. Merritt folds boots it along. Lester Smith can hardly walk. Down here for Thompson. Thompson to Harvey. Can Harvey get there? Russo after him. Thompson a fresh man. Russo gets it. Make sure the Essendon player doesn't take it. And tickles the ball or dribbles it out of play. Essendon's half-forward line. I reckon about 4 minutes left, Tim.
Well, only 4 goals kicked in this last quarter, so it won't be a long one. 28, 29 minutes perhaps. Not more than 29, I wouldn't think. Madden to Harvey, Thompson rather, winning valuable kicks and ground for his side. He gained 30 metres at least, and it's almost within scoring range now of Essendon's goal. Of course, there's a third possibility here, a draw. 2 behinds to Essendon would do it. Last drawn grand final in 1972 between Carlton and Richmond. Madden gets it down to Russo. Baker under the ball. Domenico crashes into him. A throw in, half-forward flank for the Dons.
It's a hard stopper. The big crowd, absolutely delirious here. Madden, magnificent in ruck. Madden again, the high kick. Harvey's under it, but it's out of bounds on the full. And the free kick to Hawthorn. And that's Schwab. Oh, that's dangerous to O'Halloran, but it comes off. Langford, and Langford marks. Hawthorn would be happy to play keepings off now because we're at the 27-minute mark of this final term. No, that wasn't Langford, that was Mew.
Mew has a man standing out in the flank there. It's Lester Smith. He's on Rodriguez and Bernie. The ball bounces for him, and the ball brings him down. And it's a goal against Bernie. The Bombers breathe a sigh of relief. Izzard plays on. Baker in the middle. Oh, he's blocked on his tackle, stopped me by Eads. But it's not a free kick. It'll be a ball up. 27 and a half minutes. And it's the Hawks by 2 points.
Well, that's why people who have never seen this game played can't understand it. One moment it went one way. The next moment a similar thing went the other. Williams. Baker. Eade crashed through. Essendon have lost possession. Judge. Green. Robertson. Oh, here's a chance. Eade. Well within range. And a chance for Hawthorn to kick the sealer at the 28-minute mark. Rodney Eade, a very good kick of the ball. Doesn't have many shots at goal these days. Usually plays on a half-back flank. But is a good kick and should kick this. There's the siren. The Hawks have won it. Eade pops it through. Hawthorn in the grand final with an 8-point win over Essendon. And next week, it's the Dons against Collingwood in the preliminary.
Well, what a magnificent contest it was, and if we get the same in the grand final, I certainly want to be there. Hawthorn, after kicking the first 4 goals of the game, led by just 14 points at quarter time. Essendon came back. The Hawks led by just a kick at half-time, 5 points. The Bombers hit the front by three-quarter time by 1 point, and Hawthorn leading by just 2 points on the siren. Eade's last goal, the margin 8 points. A magnificent game. For Hawthorn, Domenico 4 goals, Judge and Matthews each 3, and Brereton kicked 2. And for the Bombers, Baker kicked 3, and 2 apiece to Neagle, Danaher, Madden and Watson. Now the leading goal kickers for the season. Bernie Quinlan has finished his season on 105. Lee Matthews 3 for a total of 73, and he can get up to second on the list if he kicks 5 in the grand final. Ken Judge 3 for a total of 62, and down to the bottom, Warren Ralph 3 for 55. He's finished his season, and Mark Williams has finished as well, kicking 1 on Saturday for a total of 53. And now more highlights of the semi-finals.
For Carlton, clears with a hurried kick. Alvin in front. Jostled out by his opponent, Tony Shaw. Picked up by Abernethy. Dacos. Brilliant. Goal coming up for Collingwood. Fantastic play by Peter Dacos.
Perovic in trouble. Long hand pass to Alvin is excellent football. Albin's almost in the centre of the ground, drives it out wide towards the pocket, and here's a chance for Ralph. A big open goal. He needs a very long kick. He gives a beauty.
Shaw's kick short of centre wing. Albin. Recalled from the seconds. A lightning hand pass to Harms. A bounce. A long kickball goal. It's home. Collingwood lead by 3 points. Won't make it. Andrews is there. Knocked away by Harms. Chance for Collingwood just the same. McMullen. Back to McMullen. Snap. What a debut this boy's having in finals football.
Pass is not good to Harms. This is not good to Montgomery. Back it goes towards Harms. They'll pick it up eventually. No, they won't. They'll lose it. In comes Alvin. He can't pick it up. Dacos falls on top of it. And I think the season's over for the Blues. They can't take a trick. Here's Buckley. Buckley hits it out wide towards Sheldon. Sheldon can't pick it up either. And eventually it's out of reach. Here's Richardson. Nobody within Cooey. Perovic is shepherded. Over Doole's head it goes. And in comes Neville Shaw. Over the top to Dacos. It wasn't well done, but Dacos got a bit of time. Around Reed he goes. Hooks it back and kicks another one.
Linnell wants to kick in a hurry to it. Danaher. Good spoil by Mew. Still a chance for Essendon. First onto the ball. Clark. Danaher again. Where are the Rovers? Madden. Beautiful knock on. Izzard.
Walsh, though, Van der Hart, cleverly, folds, Danaher, Madden is also there. Oh, nice mark, O'Halloran. O'Halloran, the lead from Curran, is putting that player under pressure, couldn't grab it. Neagle has the chance, shoots for goal, it's ringed back in, and it's a goal. What a magnificent goal to Neagle, that's his second. Chance there for Russo, Curran over the top, to Matthews, to Judge. No, he gives it across to Brereton, but the kick's a shocker. Chance there for Neagle. Ayres comes at him. Dippy Domenico. Can he pick it up? He's right on the boundary line. Does it nicely. Has a shot for goal. That's a strength goal by Dippy Domenico. That's his second. And Duckworth immediately plays on. Turning defence into attack. Over the top to Neagle. I was going to say before that Neagle popped one early. He looked as if he was a little injured, but he's moving well now around the wing. Up towards Watson. Oh, beautiful mark in front of Lester Smith. 16 minutes gone, second quarter, and it's Hawthorn by 19 points. Duckworth, the full-back. Green, Dippy Domenico, beautiful mark. Harvey will kick long and high. O'Halloran is there, coming in from the side with Danaher to take a glorious mark.
Byrne versus Madden. Scoring chance for the Hawks now. Wallace. But in a corner, in a pocket. Brereton. Weston applying the pressure. He centres the ball. Dippy Domenico!
Well, magnificent highlights there. And now to our awards for the weekend. And firstly, the mark of the day. Well, the match at the MCG was highlighted by a magnificent battle on the wing between Merv Neagle and Robert Dippy Domenico. In the first half it was even, and they'd kicked 5 goals between them. We awarded Neagle the mark of the day with a fantastic leap, even though Dipper wasn't in the picture this time.
And Lester Smith for Hawthorn, and Neagle. Oh! Battle, one of the best ever on the MCG between Neagle for Essendon and Dippy Domenico.
And now to the play of the day, and we'll even the ledger and give credit to Dippy Domenico, who eventually got on top and was just about best on the ground. Well, whether kicking goals or taking marks or setting up play, he was brilliant. For the second week in a row, play of the day, Robert Dippy Domenico.
Dippy Domenico. Watson, who really lifted in the second quarter. Danaher, well spoiled by Byrne. Neagle, 2 tacklers, and one of them comes away with it. Oh, what great play, Dippy Domenico. Curran, Brereton, here go the Hawks from half forward. Long, is it straight? It is! Brereton the goal scorer. Dippy Domenico once again the architect.
And just 2 weeks of the season to go. Next week's match, the preliminary final between Essendon and Collingwood at VFL Park, and Hawthorn have the week off waiting for the grand final. Well, that's nearly all for this week. Just to say good night with the goal of the day. Well, Collingwood will miss skipper Mark Williams with his badly dislocated shoulder. Before he went off on Saturday, he kicked a magnificent goal under pressure, but we won't see him again this season.
Picked up by Tony Shaw. Dazzling play, Tony. Out wide it goes, the dazzling range. He's caught too. McConville's got an awkward one. Gets out of trouble cleverly. Looks to hand pass when he maybe should have kicked. He should have. Out it goes to Dacos. Dacos wide. Doolin Williams. Doolin Williams is still. Harms comes in. Williams is down. Williams again. Was it Tun?